Hey guys, it's Marcus from the Disciples here. Got another Tap Tuesday after Nationals.
That's sick. Right, hey guys,
That good enough?
we're back after the UK Nationals.
Hey, just roll up.
He was just caught with his pants down. He was like, I don't know where to go from here.
So we've got everyone from the team that made top cut. Weirdly, the majority of us lost in top 32, but we're out here. And yeah, we'll just go over the event, how crazy round 7 was for everyone, and yeah. Hi everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice. Structured podcast. Love to see it.
Always.
Always. We're really good at this. It's been like, what, a year and a half now or something?
Yeah.
Nearly 2 years.
Should we recap what everyone played at least and where everyone plays? I think that's fair enough. So Alex, you go first.
So me and Gabe, we played a crazy 41 card deck that included some furniture pieces. And we both sat next to each other as well in top 32.
I got you losing 10 minutes and watch Alex's Image Madness. It was great.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a mental breakdown in top 32. Like, Gabe was watching me, and I was just punting, and I just kept on making misplay after misplay. I was just triggered, and then
Oh, so
Tom Rose
sad.
effect, bro. The Tom Rose effect.
bro, I actually
This bio gets you.
Smile, man.
No, you can't
No.
look at that smile and
I
think,
took a
need to kill
picture.
This guy. Take 8,000 of his life.
wait. I took a picture of Tom Rose before as well to post on Twitter,
Oh,
saying, "Oh, I'm playing this bozo." Wait, let me find it.
does it have the smile?
It has the smile. It has
Always.
Oh
That's
no.
great.
The brightness.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I'm sure you can all imagine it.
Wait, I'm sure. Wait. Let's see if I lower the brightness. Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
smile,
there
that
we
damn
Bro,
smile.
you ain't beating that guy. Let's be honest.
I could. I literally imagine my hands were good. I could have throwed them. Instead, I got reverse 0-2'd. So
Peak.
it is what it is.
Well, while that happened, I was playing Chan. He also has his Mario though. But we were playing a.
It's
that-
a different kind of smile. It's two different ends of the spectrum with this smile.
Yeah, even the bell curve meme. It's just Mario there. But we're playing Perfect Lab Mirror and I lost the Dyro. Yeah.
Hey, Henry Muddy, were your opponents big smilers then, or?
No,
I
Joe
don't
was
think they were
stressed.
too happy to be playing with me. No, like
Same.
I was just sat there reading all the cards. He would summon a guy. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna need to read this card. He'd link it off, go effect, summon another guy. I'd look at it. I'd be like, sorry, I need to read this card. Link off again, summon another guy. I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I need to read this card.
What's your guy playing?
What was your
So,
matchup?
He was playing the firewall deck. He just
Cybers?
kept summoning, yeah, the Cybers
Math deck.
deck with the firewall
Math
deck.
deck?
Whoa.
Whatever, man. Like it's all the same thing. Like
Was this top
Did
32?
you see? Did you see
no,
circular?
no. This was like in round 5, I want to say.
Oh, okay. Well,
Against like this Cybers deck. And...
Oh, I thought you were talking about top
Oh.
32.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same. I was like,
in
what?
top 32.
I don't know about
So
bad deck made it.
so in top 32, what ended up happening was because I didn't borrow cards in the right way, I ended up with 2 Kurikara in my side deck, which should have been 3. So I replaced one of them with a Change of Heart, which was good, but I drew the Change of Heart in the one situation where it needed to be Kurikara because he spell cancelled me and put up 2 negates. And if it was Kurikara in that situation, I like outright beat him every single time. There was no way to lose, but then it was Change of Heart and I lost. Well,
That's unfortunate. Which deck did you play?
I played Nimble Melfi.
That's crazy.
No
It
Sprite.
had
And
it
also
had
no
Sprite
Blue,
Blue
yeah.
in it, but like we don't
A little
talk
bit
about that.
sprinkle.
Yeah. Sprite Blue is a means to an end. Melfi the Forest is the true ace of a deck.
Yeah. Nah, Melfi of the Forest with Catty up and they summoned like Unicorn. Oh my goodness.
but imagine if it was Melfi Pony instead of Melfi Caddy.
Stop it. Stop
I don't
it.
even know what Melfi
Only
Pony
jump
does,
scare.
though.
Why does he have one? Why does he have one? Why does he have one?
It's fanless.
Why did he have one right there? He was ready.
He spawned it out of nowhere, bro.
He spawned it. He was ready.
Ready.
And then I guess we have the cash gamers of the room. You trip like the same list basically, right? Henry, Marcus, and
Yeah,
I played the bet list.
Free
Yeah,
cards.
free.
different.
Isn't it?
We
No,
spent like 1 hour on Friday discussing these free cards, which is so like
To be fair,
Wait,
when
like,
I actually woke up the morning and I think I should have just cut all the imperms and played 2 Eclipse.
Really?
Yeah. I think
I
so
wasn't
too.
losing to it was Cash is the best deck. Like I think I remember the game I lost was because if it was an Eclipse instead of an imperm, I would have won.
That's fair. However, myself and Moffat, we had a powerful level 10 synchro in our extra deck.
Oh yeah.
Stop it.
No. Henry, okay, this Baron. This is one of our last minute discussions. Because in cash, there's a lot of extra deck spots that aren't really 100% needed, so there is a good amount of flexibility. And it was between like Draco Sack and Baron, and then some prosperity targets. So from my point of view, having played cash for probably like 3-4 months now, the Baron, I've always had Baron in my extra deck. I think every tournament I've played cash, and I swear every single tournament I've summoned it at least once. It's always been like super niche, but I feel like I have Baron in my deck all the time. So I see that second Ash in my hand, like get Baron play.
And when it comes up, like when Baron comes up, it like really comes up as well. Like I played Lab round 9, and my hand going first was Fenrir, Shifter, and 3 copies of Ash Blossom. My Fenrir got impermed. I was like, yes, summon Ash, make Baron.
But I didn't play Baron because I played the least cash in the group, right? And so I'm asking everyone, oh, what cards come up? And people are like, oh, I don't know, maybe this, maybe that, maybe Draco Sack. And half an hour before the event, everyone starts listing, Baron comes up here, Baron comes up there. And I'm there, like, I've got 2 teammates who need 2 Barons in their extra deck. I'm like, I'm not finding enough ones.
The funniest thing is that all the Barons were allocated, just revenge by my extra.
I never summoned it. Did you summon it?
No, I summoned it once.
See, I didn't
Was that
summon it
weight?
because I had double banish every time I extra 2 got banished every single time. 100% accuracy.
No, what didn't get banished? Omega. The amount of time I summoned Omega, off the charts.
I summoned
Again.
Omega a
How many
couple of
Omegas?
times.
How many Omegas were?
How many
The
Omegas?
one singular Omega. If you want to hear the story, the profile's right there.
It was on the Friday, and we all realised that we needed Baron. And we're like, wait a minute, these Lab bozos have taken 2 each. We're like ran out of Baron.
Hey, I own my 2 Barons. Like the 2 cards in my deck I owned. Where's 2 Barons?
I
It was sick. I
remember
was like,
at like 6:20, James is like, Betty, I'm sorry, I need my Baron back. And I'm like, I run around
wild.
and then I end up rarity upgrading and I end up with a collector's rare. So it's okay.
Hashtag.
Easy life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, who has the Baron? And like 2 seconds later, Arthur came in clutch with his Baron. I was like, yes,
Let's go.
thank you.
Easy life.
Actually,
love
fast.
our
But yeah.
Barons. We love our
So-
Barons, man, especially
Yeah.
when they don't play the game and have cards for some reason. Anyways,
So yeah. So then I lost. So you won your 32 and you lost your 16, right, Moffat?
Yeah, so I played. Wait, what's the branded guy that's
Joseph.
no.
No.
Oh, it was that. Oh, it was Coach Brandon.
Curtis Brandon.
Bro, I made a sick. Yeah, honestly, we were just chatting like anime for like 10 minutes before the round even started. I was telling him about my One Piece journey. He was saying me, 2 years later, come back to me. We'll talk when I've caught up with 1,000 episodes. And then we had a fun game. I won top 32. He did punt a little bit when he summoned the draw back in attack mode from the Albion, so I could just crash it and then play in May phase 2.
Wait, who'd you lose to?
No, I lost to Jess. This is top 32 still.
Oh. No, but
Top
who'd you
32
beat in
won.
top 32? Wait.
Owen,
Kurdish Brandon.
London player.
With Darwin.
Oh.
Plays Kurdish Brandon.
If you
Is the one from the locals on the we played last week, the week before, the finals?
Oh, fair play. GG to him.
Yeah, safe guy.
Yeah.
And then top 16, I got paired against Jess, and I won game 1. I was feeling pretty confident, but then sadly lost the next game.
What armor?
Maybe I made a misplay. I didn't put draws in.
You didn't put
Probably
draws
was a
in?
misplay. No. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just like
Every card in that deck says add.
He once again did not do what plant cards do. Again.
They summoned Jasmine twice to even add. They summoned
it's what it is. Like either way, like I think I wasn't winning the game that I lost if I had a draw. I didn't. At the end of the day, to be honest.
Rika
Yeah,
Field
too
spell
much
in the UK.
balance. Game 3, I opened like not that great. My only 2 non-engine were like 2 imperm. So I set both and then got blown out so hard by Evenly. So is what it is. But happy with the performance. Happy with. I think this is like my first in-person hop if we're counting nationals since COVID. So I was quite happy with that. Marcus, what about yours then?
Me? So I played Colin Gallagher. He was my only loss in Swiss where it wasn't a brick. I lost in Swiss the math mech just because the cash brick hands, it happens like once. Standard. Yo?
So you, me, and Gabe all lost to Jordan in Swiss.
Yep.
Yes.
That's mad.
You just-
Okay, GG.
And it was your last round as well. So you literally played in the last round of Swiss, and then you played him immediately after the top cut.
Wait, when did you
I don't
play,
think
Gabe?
Round 6, I want to say. Yeah.
Because I played him round 9 as well. I'll
Imagine if he played 3 of us back to back in
Yeah,
Swiss.
Yes.
I just
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Fine. Marcus manifested his win truck distance. After the game, after the round after round 10, I knew it just had to happen.
it was a really good mirror. Like, we don't think we bricked any of the games in Swiss or in Top Cut. So we got to play like a very interactive game where I think all the wins, if the winner had misplayed here or there, like it could have been reversed. So it was like a really, really fun cash mirror match. People made a board, it got cracked, and then someone else had to reverse crack it. So yeah, I was lucky enough to beat him in top 32. Then I played against Natura Runic. So I knew I was playing against Natura Runic. And before, Gabe gave me a rundown and said, Marcus, this is your worst matchup. You're going to lose. You can't beat him. Okay? Yeah, you were in panic mode. After siding, let him start. We're in like complete panic mode. But the Natura Runic deck does have to draw very well. And shift is a problem. And I think I have a lot of good cards in my side deck, like Bells too, which helped out. In game 2, like I had Ash and Bell, which kind of stopped him, and my Fenrir just cleaned up. In top 8, this is where like I was a bit down on my deck profile because I did draw well enough to like win the match. I kind of made a misplay game 1. My opponent picked kind of one. He went set 2 pass and I had a handful of engine. So I got normal summon, he goes Book of Moon. I got special summon, he goes Book of Moon. And I just set an imperm pass, like let my guard down a bit, thinking, oh, it's fine, it's going to come back to me. But he draws a monster and has Theosis. But I realized afterwards I could have just tributed my 2 set monsters and for normal summon. So I lost that game. And then I won game 2, he won game 3. But congratulations to him. He came second place in the end. So played. But yeah, I had a sick tournament experience.
Is that everyone? Wait, did Moffat say?
Yep.
Yeah, wait,
I've
true.
not done
Henry.
my very important top 32 match, mirror match, Joseph White. I won game 1. Game 2 was unfortunate. I opened big bangers, and so I could not OTK him, and he just had too much of a crackback. And then game 3, I made him start, and this was the only worry that I had in the mirror about making them start. So I made Joe start, and he zone locked 5 spells and traps through my Ash, and had Book of Moon for my summon and Fenrir. So it was curtains. But it is what it is. I think he probably played better than me, and he made top 4. So I'm happy for him.
Shout out Joe White.
Joe White.
And he was also playing the same list as us as well. So
Yeah, he was playing the same list.
Yeah, I think it was very good. Like we just built for the mirror match, and I saw a lot of Astrolist respect super heavy, which I think there's only so much you can get from respecting super heavy. Like your deck already main deck shifter. How much more are you going to increase your win rate against the match by maining like these extra hand traps that are worse? Whereas like when you play these blowouts in the mirror, like enemy controller talents, like you really do increase your win rate against the best deck in the room by a lot. So that was the angle we went for.
It's also crazy because like if you look at the rounds, there's a lot of super heavy in UK outs, but there's 2 in top cut out of 32. Just
How many was
crazy.
that, sorry?
I think it's only 2 from the 31 we know.
Yeah, I played. Yeah, because I played.
we have a little game. Hold up. How many times you played super heavy?
I'm gonna check my Twitter thing. But my
4 in a row,
Nearly
by the way.
had.
4. That was my round 3. No. Yeah, round 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's crazy. You were fighting.
Hands up.
He was out there.
Right. The fourth one I was like, nah, not again.
How
I,
about hands up? How many times
That's
you
stressful.
played Dino?
No way.
That's crazy.
They made me
Actual
go second twice. And I
Love
shifted
to
them.
see it.
actual main character energy. I can't be I'm like, this fourth super heavy in a row, and he goes and wins the Daro. I know it's super heavy. I'm like, oh my god. I go after my round, I'm like, yes, god, I had to play this game 3. Coach Marcus. Yeah, I played my second Dino.
He made me start, and I put him on the macro.
I played 2 super heavy, and both my super heavy samurai players went first game 1, summoned Fenrir and passed, and then game 2, they summoned Fenrir, did a play, entered into a hand trap, and then passed.
That is wild.
Mm.
Love to see it.
To be fair-
Played in,
Yeah, go. No, you can
two I
go.
played in Swiss. I just hand trapped them to death. Never got to play. I lost the roll against both of them. I just killed them. I'm a burst, bro. Just
True.
That's such a bad card, bro. Imagine
Bro.
I'm playing enemy controller and you're playing Sprite Gamma Burst.
yeah, bro. Makes the guy's big as fuck, bro. Like,
Mm.
Yeah, bro, it makes him almost as big as Fenrir. It's crazy.
almost, yeah.
Nah, so
Nah, so I almost entered into because I made him pass on the scarecrow, and I almost entered into the scarecrow because I forgot that it doesn't do battle damage. And then I was like, I went to battle phase, and then I was like, wait a minute, this thing has top text. I looked at it, I was like, this thing. I almost attacked like gigantic into it with the Gamma Burst. I was like, wait, this has something that I don't know about.
the good karma. The good karma just hits right there, you know? He got some divine intervention. It was like, oh, I'm rid
No,
of
no. You know what it is? It's like my raw fundies and talent is crazy. Like I played against this Scarecrow player. No, listen. I played a Scarecrow player in like round 6 on table 1. I've never seen what a Scarecrow. I don't know what a tryhard is. I don't know what none of these things are. I saw the first thing he summoned, and it said something about special summon to an adjacent zone of another thing. And I was like, I looked at it. And I've looked at it. I was like, I'm pretty sure they all say this text. Let me bounce this normal summon and see what happens. He passed. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I've got the matchup on lock. And it was like, it's like, come on, awareness, bro.
Awareness.
He just knew.
Did
Nah,
you
to be
summon
fair.
Scarecrow Acro
Oh,
No, why do you have these cards, bro?
and the Scarecrow below. Oh,
Stop
let's
it.
go.
Stop it.
Actually, shut up.
It's like the Yu-Gi-Oh Discord bot that just has you say a card. And it's like,
It's like Millennium. Like,
He just
my
puts
God.
in brackets, just shows up in Henry's hand. Nah, I did play 5 super heavy, and 2 of them, when I'm going second, game 2, I did the Stovey Tarby Rainbow Magician technique.
it's illegal.
What's
They-
the
they- I don't think I actually told you. What of them called the judge?
technique?
To be fair, if I didn't know that interaction and that happened to me, I'd be like, this is not fair.
Yeah.
No, because I think it's one of those.
Started playing.
Like it doesn't make sense. Like the guy's like, he picked
What
up
do
the
you mean
card.
I can't play?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
This is my
Oh,
turn
wait,
0.
Wait, was it what? Chainlink 1 Rainbow, Chainlink 2 Stovey?
Oh, you do not know.
You do not
I
know.
Nah.
You do not
I don't
know.
know the dark
Nah,
art.
So basically, like you go, they narrow some of the guy, and then you go Stovey discard Rainbow. So Stovey sets a card. When Stovey sets, Rainbow's in graveyard, so Rainbow's effect in graveyard activates.
Oh, the dark arts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you just like Mystic Mind them turn 0. So this guy tries to Bistio it. I have no monsters on field. And I go like, oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it? And he goes like, wait, can you even activate Rainbow? And then he's like, no, but it was engraved. He starts on like pulling out this argument with me.
That's a
And I'm like, bro, just take the L.
Hold that.
No, but he's like,
this.
there's no. I think he went by the rule of absurd. Like, there's no way this is allowed. This sounds too broken. Surely it's illegal.
Turn 0
It is
Mystic
broken.
Mind. It is a bit broken.
It's very funny.
Easy
yeah.
life.
That was our Swiss. Couple funny ones. What else do we need to talk about?
And
We
list.
Do you wanna go over Top Cut a bit?
already talked
Yeah,
about
do
our
Top
top
Cut
cut.
before ban
Man.
list. No, like
No, no.
domination,
Top cut in
right?
general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cash dominated 43%.
Yeah, that's a huge.
Not really
number.
surprising.
I'm not surprised. The cash cards are just better than everything else. Let's be real. Like I think to play rogue, you have to build the rogue decks well and play them well. I think you can't build rogue badly and you can't play it badly. Like
I think it was very hard to justify any pick that wasn't cash or lab. Sorry, Marty.
No, I
But
think you're right. I think you're right. Like, I just played it because it was a comfort pick. I thought it was a decent call. I didn't think it was the best call. I played it because I knew how to play it, and it
Yeah.
I think any of the rogue decks was probably fine if you want to top. Like genuinely, I think if you are very experienced with your deck, there's no reason why you can't top playing branded, playing Rika, playing Sprite, playing Super. Yeah, I think anyone could have topped with any deck. It might have just been a struggle to go deeper. But if you wanted to top, I think any deck was
I
fine.
was
if
quite
you did it right.
optimistic into some matchups. Like, I was quite optimistic into the cash matchup.
Mhm.
Quite optimistic into like the combo matchups, like super heavy. I was a bit iffy on things like Labyrinth because I had no exposure to it. Iffy into Math Mech as always because that's what I lost to in Swiss, like the Math Mech players. But like overall, I thought it was like a decent call, and I just played like out of all the times I've been playing recently, even though I haven't been playing very much, like I played mostly well. Like there were a couple of wonky calls that I made that could have eaten like big punishes, but I played pretty well the whole weekend. I want to say.
That's good.
Yeah, speaking of math, shouts to Leon going
Got Leon.
Oh yes.
after 2 rounds.
Leon
He
lost.
just-
Leon's
fought,
crazy
bro.
story. I feel bad because he lost his first two, but I knew he would win his next eight. I would have put money on it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, and he was one of the X2s that didn't make it, as well as shout out James, who went
Yeah.
he won and lost the last round. Like we had two more disciples that were X2 that had a topping record, but just the way the rounds were.
Yeah, I think it's important to talk about how bad the tournament structure was this year. This is my third time playing UK Nuts, but I know you guys always have top 64. This year we had top 32 on 10 rounds, which meant that around, I want to say 15 to 20 X2s didn't make it.
It was
absurd.
just on the
It was 15 X2s did not make it.
15.
Wow.
It's just because we were on the
Leon-
border.
Yeah.
There was so many people. Oh my god.
Three
But,
more people, then we would have had
Yeah,
11.
3 more people. It would have been put to 10-25, and then we would have got that 11th round, which makes top 32 a bit better.
Yeah.
Next two, but yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It was a very stacked top 32 though. I
it
thought
was.
most good UK players
It was me.
were,
It was
were
me.
but like I think it is a good reflection on how like skillful the format is. Like it's not insanely skillful, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
there's a
How
correlation
many,
between
how many you
playing well.
have combined Discord? Was it 10?
10, yeah.
10.
And,
Yeah.
yeah,
10
it was huge.
disciples into zeros combined, so that's pretty impressive.
I think a big thing of it was just like I think the average player goes into this event thinking, oh, like Cash Terror is this big monkey deck that you can just go like D shifter, win the game immediately. But it's really not like that, especially when
It's
you're
a very
playing
hard
things like
deck.
there is. Yeah, for sure. And like I've played a couple of Cash through the event. I think it was like 3 or 4 Cash, and there was definitely opponents where they were just like throwing cards on the board, not really controlling resources, managing them well, and they would just lose because they don't know the matchup and they don't know how to play their own deck. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same line every single game. They don't know, no matter what the board state is, no matter what the hand
yeah,
traps
exactly.
are. Fenrir, so Unicorn, Fenrir,
Yeah.
Chakra,
Alright, hard.
Every-
Yeah. I had a couple of games versus I think I played 3 cash and like they were actually cash and not super heavy. Yeah, I think one or two of them they were pressing buttons. I think if they played I think like even if they played like 20% better, there's a chance I wouldn't win those games. Like just because like, didn't
To be
do
fair,
everything I could do anything.
It's a bit of the Labyrinth like advantage. There's so many games that people just threw into my cards like no tomorrow. It's
not-
genuinely crazy.
Like even when we played at locals, but I completely forgot that you could big welcome bounce your own card to dodge the impact.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah.
head, I was like, oh, big welcome, yeah, that just interacts with my cards, right? It doesn't do your own
Yeah,
cards.
Yeah.
And there's so
think-
many interactions with the deck as well. Like I played against Gabe, and they went normal summon Ariana. I was like, okay, calm. This is a safe imper. And Gabe went Chailing 3 Sturdy Torby, pitch big welcome, and then Chailing 4 big welcome.
Oh
Alex
no,
Ariana. I was like, what? Sorry.
That's-
so crazy.
I love the techers there. That's insane.
Yeah.
I love.
It's why it's so fun to play lab. Like I really enjoyed it. I wish that I got to play more games that wasn't super heavy samurai.
Mm.
So I got to actually play the game.
Mm.
But yeah, we had a good time.
On a brighter note, I think the tournament structure, for anyone that wasn't at UK Nationals, was insane. And I think I'm very optimistic about European Championships because this event was run on Neuron. Like, parents were on Neuron. We posted results on Neuron. And I never seen, like, any big events with rounds finish like an hour. I was honestly so shocked when round 2 was up after an hour after round 1 started.
Minutes. Yeah.
And every round was like an hour, and then we did 9 rounds. And we left at like 7:30, and I was so shocked.
Yeah.
Which is
Any
massive
other
because
event, that's midnight.
my tournament experience was way more funner. Like, I actually didn't have to wait around. Like, I was really enjoying myself. I wasn't too tired. Like, you get to like round 9 and you just half asleep, and then you get no sleep for the next day.
You think back to Euros last year, and we finished. I remember me and Mardy sat at a chicken shop at like 12:30. Like,
Yeah, I remember that.
and, like that was cursed. Yeah, we were at the dinner table for a reservation at what, 7:30. Like,
we were early. We booked at 8. We booked a reservation for 8:30 p.m. thinking, oh shit, we might not make this.
Yeah.
But we were like waiting to leave. We were like, oh, it's too early to leave.
Yeah.
It was insane. As someone that's had numerous issues with my pairings the last few events, I was pretty gassed to see not only that it was on Neuron, so it was like easily accessible, but it was just fine. Like, I don't think there was any issues. Like, anyone had issues with putting their results in.
Well, it wasn't an issue, but Joe I did play the same guy twice.
Yes, that was
That
a
was
few
a
people,
madness.
no, a few people told me they had that. But I think, what I think personally, I think they may have just like put a cutoff on the tournament after not round 9, and then.
Oh, so it's a new tournament.
Yeah, so so this is the same thing they do for Pokemon tournaments. So day 1 for Pokemon tournaments, there's like 8 rounds, 9 rounds, whatever. Then day 2, it just resets to everyone that's within the top like 1 to 8, top 2, 5, 6 cut, and then you can play the same person then before top cut.
It's funny.
So yeah, Joe White played the same person, and he was panicking. He wasn't top, and then Mans walks home with a trophy. And yeah, I know a few other people that played the same person. Like, I know, what's his name, Pasha from London. He played the same Marincess guy round 10.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I would not complain.
I would not complain. I mean, clearly.
I think he lost.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I would complain. ASAP.
Imagine you play like Math Mac. You king to a Dragon Link guy like round 5. You're like, okay.
I'll be pissed.
It is what it is. I'll firm my loss to Dragon Link in this tournament.
No.
Round
yeah,
10.
and then like round 10, you play the same guy again. I would be flipping.
It's that Dragon Ink player, like, it walks up like from the shadows. Like, no, not again.
Not again, please, not again.
I remember. Because after I'd lost 7 and 8 to MathMech and I'd won round 9, I was like praying, like, don't give me a MathMech in round 10. Please, anything but a MathMech.
I think being the same guy is just extra offensive, you know?
Hey guys, we're going to split this video into 2 parts. We're going to come back on Thursday to go over the ban list and our potential thoughts following it. So, thanks for watching today. And as always, check out our sponsors, Brotherhood Games and MetaMats. And yeah, check out all of our Twitters just to see any updates and all of our posts. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in a couple of days.